guys. So today I'm going to be showing you some things about driving, how to be a faster driver. First of all, if you're dead, you're slow, right? If you crash, you're slow. So the biggest first important tip is never go 100%, because if you die, you're not going to make it. And crashing is a lot slower. So you think you're fast, but you crash, now you're slow. So number one is never drive 100%. Or always keep your pace at about 75% or below. Usually the first runs on the mountain, try to keep it, try to come up, drive slow, take it easy, and look at the area. Even if you've driven the mountain 100 times, crap, braked a little too late on that. Even if you've driven 100 times on the mountain, or 300 times or whatever, sometimes there's rocks, sometimes there's animals, sometimes there's oil spills, sometimes there's mud, new cracks. See right here, there's a lot of rocks that can cause you to slip. So always come up and inspect the road, know the road that you're driving. If you don't know the road, always go a lot slower than normal, because sudden things can happen, even if this just happens to be a regular road on a regular street. Okay, now we're gonna get to the good part. To be fast, you gotta be really smooth, right? But being smooth and being fast, sometimes it doesn't look fast. See, the thing is that if you look like you're going fast, you're probably going slow, because driving fast actually looks very smooth and controlled. So you want to always start on the opposite side. So I'm going to make a right turn, you want to start on the left side. You're going to make a left turn, you want to start on the far right. Always start on the opposite side. Brake early. It's better to brake early and take the turn too slow than to brake too late like this guy and crash into the mountain. See how this guy's going off the road, but he's not even going fast. Why? Because he's not taking the proper line. Now the other rule, unspoken rule here, which might actually be a actual law, is that if there's a faster car than you, you have to move out of the way. So this guy has a chance to move out the way, but he hasn't moved out the way. So now I gotta pass him, which sucks, because you should never cross double yellow. But also, if you're a slow guy like this, you should move over for faster traffic. So we're gonna look for a clean spot to pass. Right here, straightaway is good. Never pass right before a curb or before a hill, which that was kind of before a curb, so that was my fault. But since it's nighttime, you can often tell when cars are coming around the corner without being able to physically see their car. That's why I like driving at night. I think it's a little bit better. So use your high beam so you can't see. Brake early. This is the apex, the most inside of the turn you can take. Obviously here the apex will be on the oncoming lane, but we're not going to go on oncoming traffic on a curb, because that's blind. You can touch two wheels on the outside of double yellow, but be ready to come right back into your lane in case a truck like this passes by. Turn off your flashers when you see other drivers. Brake early, shift down if you have a manual. If you have an automatic, that's much better for learning on the mountains like this. If you're a young guy, you got an automatic, people make fun of you. It's okay, you gotta master steering with two hands before you can master driving a manual car. Right there, I almost lost control. That's one thing I realized about this car: when you brake and shift down to second, the back gets a little bit loose. And I still haven't driven up here without traction control, but since I don't want to risk putting an innocent person's life in danger, I'm not going to. We'll save that for the track. So we can't really get to know all of the car's handling characteristics up here, because it is a public road and you don't want to endanger anybody's life. So coming up to this guy, I'm turning off my blinds. Remember, still being smooth on the brakes and on the gas and on the steering as well. You want to turn the very least possible with your steering wheel. You want to turn with the accelerator. What I mean by turn with the accelerator is that when you hit the gas, you're generally going to do a wider turn, and the slower you go, or when you decelerate or let go of the gas, you're going to do a closer, tighter turn. So that's how you can control how you turn with the accelerator. Remember, faster car takes a wider radius turn. Slower car takes a tighter radius turn. So that's how with the accelerator you can control what kind of turn you're gonna take. This guy's not moving out of the way. Normally the crappy drivers here are not the the racers, but it's usually the people that don't even race, you know, that always block here. They make it a dangerous place for everybody. They should just move over, but they don't, you know. So it really just putting everyone's life in danger. And most of these guys usually are pretty crappy drivers. They come up here to smoke or drink, maybe to get intimate with their girlfriend, but nonetheless shitty drivers. And this is why I like to come kind of around midnight and stuff like that, because guys like this are just super horrible at driving. Your average person sucks at driving. They think they're good, but look how slow he is. He cannot shake me if he tried to. So this guy's very slow. He's just creating a dangerous environment for everybody. And I gotta pass him up. People like that make the mountains boring, you know? They're fun when you can drive, but people like that make it boring because they just come up here and they don't do anything. They're just blocking the road. A good driver would have moved out the way. Shitty drivers, they block people. They're like the Pharisees. They won't let people go into heaven, but they also don't enter themselves. Don't be that guy. Move over. You don't move over for faster traffic, you're just creating more danger. There's cones here, probably because there's a lot of loose rocks, so we're gonna be careful. And I don't know what this is. Like I said, always be careful. Some tumbleweed, kind of looked like a wolf or a coyote for a minute there, or a big boulder. It was just some tumbleweed. That could cause an accident. You know, try to swerve that, swerve around that, and you can be in big trouble. So be careful. This is why you never go 100%, because you always need a little bit of wiggle room in case things go wrong. See how much faster that we are now that this guy's not here, and how much funner this is. The only thing I'm still, to be honest, I'm still learning how to drive the manuals up here, because I used to come up here with automatic cars a lot, and they're fun, but it's all steering. So it takes a while to get used to shifting, steering, braking, gassing. You know, you only have two hands, so you have to do everything while still trying not to lose control and die. So we made it out. Let's try to see if we can make it to Costco gas. We're not going back up there anymore because of gas prices.